Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 8-6. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. Join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say hello, share some information. I'm getting a notice that LinkedIn is not working now. Just a minute ago, I got a notice that Facebook was not working. So let me just check this real quick. Let's see. Continue streaming. Let me see if that works. The LinkedIn might not work. So for today, I guess a Bull City Hangout is live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So I guess LinkedIn isn't working today, but I'll worry about that later. Right now, let's just do the show. Let me move my keyboard. And let's start out with the word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also city, county, and state government. So let us go to this is not, why are things discombobulated today? What is going on? There we are. Now let's go to the word page. There we are. Okay, there we go. And you can hear the rain behind me. Yeah, it's raining, at least here on Cap Street. So today is the day that you let the city know that you're interested in filling one of these vacancies. That is, if you are interested. Those vacancies are on the Durham Affordable Housing Implementation Committee, the Durham Housing Authority Board of Commissioners, and the Mayor's Hispanic Latino Committee. So if you're interested in any of those, then go to durhamskywriter.com, go to the word page, look for that calendar. You'll see what I'm talking about. Then you can click for more information and also to let the city know that you want to help fill one of those vacancies. Okay, the Durham County Libraries are open until 8 today. Bragtown closes at 6. They reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and then Bragtown reopens at 10. Now, let me scroll back up to the City of Durham General Services Department, where hopefully, you and your neighborhood organization has put together a nice package in terms of putting on a festival or special event next year. The city will help fund it. I think they fund it all, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, you do have to be connected to a 501c3 nonprofit some kind of way because that's how the monies get spent through the nonprofit. I guess they have the ability to do that. So if you need more information, then definitely look under on the word page, City of Durham General Services Department, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The deadline to get your proposal packet in is Monday, this coming Monday, the 11th. It's this coming Monday, the 11th, 11:59, right before midnight. Okay, let's see. Now, Durham Tech Small Business Center, of course, they have in-person events. I also like to list under uh, Durham Tech the classes that are being offered across the state by many of the different small business centers. They're often connected with community colleges. So just let's just scroll down and see what they have going on today. These are for entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs. These classes are free, they're one off, and they're live, which is nice because that means you can ask questions. It's always good. Okay, let me scroll down to that. There's lots. Oh, I just scrolled by the Durham Literacy Center. If you want to help people with their English or people who are already speaking English but need to learn how to read or improve their reading skills because they want to help their kids, then definitely sign up as a volunteer with the Durham Literacy Center. They're over there at 1905 Chapel Hill Road, right over there by the new Lincoln, relatively new Lincoln Community Health Center, and also, of course, the Scrap Exchange and Food Lion, and of course, the Durham Community Food Pantry. It's all in the same area. So you can definitely sign up to be a volunteer. They would love that. Now, what was I looking for? Durham Tech. Oh, I'm also scrolling by the Durham Police Department. Don't forget to register for National Night Out. Now, for uh, the rest of the country, National Night Out was last night. But for us here in Durham, it's October 7th. They moved it up because it's so hot in August. Actually, it wasn't that hot yesterday, but you never know. Usually, August is the hottest month for us. So register your event. So register your community event. Some people do back to school, school supply drives, food drives, ice cream socials, skate parties, block parties. So register with the police. They're the ones who coordinate everything. And then they send the police out to visit as many events as possible, usually with their cool motorcycles in formation and the lights and all. The kids love it. So see if you can do that. I don't see a deadline, but you have plenty of time because, after all, it's October. So there you go. I also want to mention that the Durham Police Department, they host the first National Night Out kickoff celebration. They kick it off at their headquarters downtown from 4 until 8 with free food, fun activities, entertainment, and they also let vendors set up. But you do have to register, so you can go to the word page, look for Durham Police Department for information on that. Now back to Durham Tech. Let's see. Today's Wednesday, so let's see if there are any classes today. Yes. So at 2 o'clock, a free class online, legal considerations for business startups. It's online, and you can click and register as soon as possible because that's in a couple of hours. Here's another class. This one is also at 2. Financing your small business. You need to know how to do that. And let's see, is that it? Oh, one more. Here's a class at 6:30, how to start a mobile food business. Mobile food businesses are quite popular here in Durham. Wherever there's something happening, like for example in Durham Central Park, you'll see food trucks. There's also a food truck park over there by that famous bridge off of is that Duke Street? Wait, what street is that? Gregson. Okay, and then there's food trucks. I see food trucks on Gear Street. There's like a little area there on Gear Street, and I'm sure you've seen them elsewhere around town. So if you think you want to try that, definitely. And some people start out with, of course, a truck. And if you know Durham history, or at least Durham mobile food history, Cocoa Cinnamon, which I believe they have 3 stores, 3 locations. They start out on a bicycle. So yeah, you can do it. You can do it. So learn all about it today, 6:30 until 8:30. It's an online class. It's a one-time seminar, so go ahead and sign up for that today. Okay. Let's see. I think that's it. Let's go to the health page and see if there are any blood drives going on. And of course, I have information about vaccinations. After all, it's time for the little ones to go back to school or to start school. So go ahead and learn about the vaccinations for the kids. And that is courtesy of the Durham County Public Health. And the graphic is right there. So you can definitely click on that and get more information. Okay, let's see. Let's just see what's happening in terms of the blood drive so you can save lives by donating blood. Let's see. Okay, today is the 6th. Okay, so the American Red Cross does not have a blood drive today, but tomorrow at noon, they will be. Oh, wait. Oh, that's yesterday. Okay, wait. Tomorrow at 10, the American Red Cross will have a crew at the Lincoln Community Health Center, the one on Fayetteville Street, the original one, 1301 Fayetteville Street, and that will be from 10 until 2:30. And let's check the blood connection because they do the same thing. Not until next week. Okay. Okay, let's go to the Senior Scope page. Let's see what's happening at the Drama Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue, where you can park for free, get free membership, work out for free, watch movies for free, take part in activities for free. Malachi is saying, "Hey everyone, hey Malachi, happy to have you here. Hope you're doing well in this rain." So let's see what's happening at the Drum Center for Senior Life with it being the 6th, a Wednesday. So this afternoon, Spanish level 2, you can learn Spanish at 1 o'clock. Bingo size at 1. Chair flow and flex at 1. Super Agers tech class at 1. Chair volleyball at 2. And you can learn Lamba, a Senegalese welcome dance as taught by the great Thaddeus Bennett. That will be today. It's every Wednesday in August. It's a slow, traditional West African dance. So you have to call and register for that one. So call 919-688-8247, extension 110, and register for that class, which will start at 2 o'clock in the theater. Also this afternoon, New World, New Skills Tech class at 2:15. Jammin' with Janet, that's every Wednesday in August at 3 o'clock. That's where you learn joyful movement to all types of music from around the world. I love that. So that's going to be today. And also the Lifeline Dancers at 3:30. Now tomorrow morning, Seniors on the Move line dancing at 8:35, French 2 class at 9, Just Ask George, tech questions at 9, open arts from 9 until noon at the art studio. Breakfast bingo at 9:30. Yoga your way at 10. Taking care with diabetes at 10. Keep it moving, gentle exercise at 10. Conversational French club at, oh, I lost my, wait, oh, there's so much happening. Oh, at 10:30. Intermediate African dance at 11:30. And then cards, pinochle and kings in the corner from noon until 7, because they're open late tomorrow. They're open late on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is really wonderful. And let's check for special events, with today being the 6th. Let's see. So hopefully you've already done this, but they offer for military veterans the opportunity to sit with someone and find out about the benefits that you have earned, so that you can take advantage of it, be it education, housing, whatever. So that's going to be today from 1 until 3, and you do have to call and register for that. They do this 4 times a month, so if you're disappointed because you call today and they're saying we're all filled up, it's okay, because they do it at least 4 times a month, usually on Mondays and Wednesdays. They have morning sessions and afternoon sessions. Okay, now it's raining, but it is senior day at the Wednesday Durham Farmers Market from 3 until 6. So if you don't mind getting a little wet, you can go over there and get a free $10 voucher. So that might be worth it, because you can get $10 worth of food totally for free. So you might want to check that out. Park for free in the Measurement Incorporated parking lot just west on Morris Street. So I'll leave that up to you. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Oh, tomorrow, Medicare Matters. That's going to be at 10:30 in the theater, where you can learn the basics of Medicare. So if you're about to turn 65, you're close to it, definitely learn about Medicare now. Learn how to choose the best plan for your health, your budget, etc. Also, you can get tips to avoid unexpected costs. You definitely want to do that. Now, the also happening tomorrow, the Joy of Origami, that is folding. It's like a Japanese art, folding paper into wonderful works of art. So tomorrow, things with wings. So when you're learning how to fold paper, as taught by Barbara Pearl, you can learn how to fold paper into a variety of birds and butterflies, which I think is very sweet. Okay, Tasha Kane is here. Oh, that's Malachi's mom. So Tasha's saying, do you know anyone with a building or room that they rent out for vending? Ooh, they used to do that on Fayetteville Street, but they don't do that anymore. Heritage Square. Um, ooh, you know what I suggest? See, I don't. See, they used to do that at Heritage Square. I don't know anyone who's doing that now. Let me check around for you. But what you might want to do, Tasha, is register with the Durham Parks and Recreation, because when they have their, I don't know if you want to be outdoors, but it's not really hot anymore. I think it's going to be hot next week. But what you might want to do is check with Durham Parks and Recreation, because when they have special events like the concerts, and then they have the movies sometimes in the different parks and whatnot, they allow vendors in. I think you paid like 25 or $35, something like that. And I think it's more if you're selling food, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think you sell food. I think you're selling what, like soaps and things like that. Check with Durham. In fact, call Durham Parks and Recreation. Ask about vending opportunities. What is it? 560. Wait, 919-560-4355. I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a number, 560-4355, and ask about vending opportunities. So yeah, um, and sometimes at different, like what you need to do, keep up with the Durham Skywriter. Go through the Let's Go page, and when you see events listed, because it is listed, I try to list as far in advance as possible. When you see something interesting, contact the person and ask if they accept vendors. That's another way. That's what I used to do when I was selling toys. I would go up and down the Let's Go page, and then I'd make phone calls and say, "Hey, how much does it cost to be a vendor? And do I need to provide my own table?" That sort of thing. So, and Tasha, yes, you are definitely, yeah, you're welcome, definitely for sure. And there might be places. Let me tell you what they used to do at Heritage Square. It was really cool, and they might do it in other neighborhoods. But a person, it was Mister. My mind is going blank. But anyway, this gentleman, he had a space at Heritage Square, and then he marked off spaces, and then you could pay like $10, and you could have a space and set up your own store. And I think if you paid more, you could set up your store permanently. I think he had like little doors, like little actual offices, where you could actually, in essence, have your own spot. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. The flea market on Pettigrew Street. They do that. I think you can pay. Go, you know what? If you're available on Saturday or Sunday, go up there to the flea market on Pettigrew and talk to, I don't know who's in charge anymore. It used to be Mr. Perry. I think it's still Mr. Perry. I'm not sure. Or his son, also Mr. Perry, and ask about vending opportunities, because I think they used to allow people to vend for the day. And I think back then it was like $15. It might be more now. It is 2025 now. I'm talking about a long time ago. And then I know they have people who have permanent spots there. So yeah, check the Pettigrew. I think it's called Green something. It's right around the block from my house, and I honestly forgot the name of it. But yeah, it's on Pettigrew. So definitely check with them, because that might be a good opportunity, because they get pretty good foot traffic for sure. All righty, I have no idea where I was. Oh, senior scope. See, okay, Durham Center for Senior Life special events. Yes. So let's see. Like I said, Senior Day at the Durham Farmers Market. Medicare Matters tomorrow at 10:30. Okay, and then the Joy of Origami at noon. I think that was it. Okay, now let's go to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page. Let's find out what's happening here in the Bull City. Let's see. Now, The Durham Community Food Pantry is going on right now until 1 o'clock. It's run by Catholic Charities. It's over there at the Lakewood Shopping Center, 2020 Chapel Hill Road. So you stop by, you talk to a social worker, um, tell them how big, how big your family or small your family is. Let them know if you can't have dairy or pork. You'll get a week's worth of groceries. You can only go once a month, but you can get a lot of food. Um, and then they have diapers, pull ups, newborn to toddler size, and the big ones, sizes, and then big ones for adults. And sometimes they have other things that they give away. They never know in advance. People are always donating. In fact, when you have things to give away, just take it to, a lot of people take it to the mission downtown, but you could also take things to give away to Catholic Charities. And then they'll put it out on the tables and people can just take them. People who need them will take them, be it clothing. They love when people give them rollaway suitcases because people who are in need, picking up food, and don't have cars, sometimes they walk over there and then they try to carry everything, and then if they have a rollaway bag, they can put the food in the bag and then roll it home instead of carrying it. Sometimes they have bicycles. They do the best they can. People who are in need are still really struggling. They accept any kind of help that you can give at Catholic Charities. So if you have things to give away that could help folks, yeah, think about them and help them out. So if you can't make it today by 1 o'clock, now I understand, they'll do it again from 5 until 7. And that again is at the Lakewood Shopping Center. Now, I told you about this yesterday, but today you only have until 1 o'clock. NC Works Career Center, they're hosting a job fair right now. They're at 1105 South Briggs Avenue. Jobs for Durham Public Schools. I told you about this earlier. Bus drivers, custodians, groundskeepers, HVAC technicians, general maintenance, pest control workers, before and after school staff, people to handle the school nutrition, and more. So you can click for more information and to see the job listings. Or if you want to just get down there because you didn't know about it, you didn't watch the show yesterday, or you didn't read the Durham Skywriter, and you're just now hearing about it, and you want a job with Durham Public Schools, you might want to head over there right now. See if you can get a ride if you don't have a car, because if you're on the bus, it might take a minute to get there. The number 8 bus does serve that area, but you want to get there by 1. So do the very best to get there as soon as possible if this is your first time hearing about it. In fact, don't even watch the rest of Bull City Hangout. Just head over there right now. Okay, here's an outdoor event going on. Boxyard RTP is outdoors. It's covered, so if you go, you won't get rained on. If you dash from the car, just dash from the car to the venue. It's a 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. It's the Here and There live concert series from noon until 2. The music today, swing, New Orleans, and Latin jazz by Root Down Collective. Like I said, it's an outdoor venue, totally free. If you're going to buy lunch, you can always do so. There are a lot of restaurants right there that you can buy lunch or beverage. Now, happening from 1 until 2, the Durham County Department of Public Health, they're hosting What's the 411? Chronic Disease and Diets. So you can learn the benefits and the drawbacks of various plans like keto. This is also popular, intermittent fasting, the Mediterranean diet, and DASH. I'm not sure what DASH is, but anyway, when it comes to living with a chronic disease, you definitely want to eat right. So you can learn all about it. So hurry up and register. It's from 1 until 2. They don't tell you where the meeting is taking place until you register, so you can contact Ivan Reza at 919-560-7223. So go ahead and call Ms. Reza, find out where the meeting's taking place, and go ahead and if you're living with a chronic disease and you need to learn about how to eat right, yeah, you might want to do that. Dave, old school Dave. Hello, my wonderful YouTube friend. Yes, Dave, how are you? Scopy's here. Scopy, what's going on? Indeed, very happy to have everybody here. And try not to get too wet. Um, Dave, I don't even know if it's raining where you are, but we're definitely getting some rain here in Durham. Okay. Also happening, if you're struggling, you need food, you need groceries. St. Joseph AME Church, 2521 Fayetteville Street. They're having their community food distribution today. So if you're driving, you'll see the church if you're on Fayetteville Street, and you turn on Nash to get to the parking lot, and that will only be from 2 until 3. And then here's another food pantry, the Emmanuel Food Pantry. They operate out of Iglesia Presbiteriana Emmanuel, and that is at 2504 North Roxborough Street. That will be from 2 until 4. They're changing how they're running this food pantry. Usually they kind of tie up traffic because everybody drives in. So this is only for 2 hours, from 2 until 4. But what they want you to do, if you're going to take part in this food giveaway, go online. I have the link right there on the Let's Go page. You only have until 1 o'clock. Go ahead and register, and then you will let them know when you'll be stopping by. Like you can say between like 2:15, 2:25, or whatever. So they don't want to tie up traffic because Roxborough is only 2 lanes in each direction. It's a very busy street, and clogging up, I shouldn't say clogging up, but interfering with the that right hand lane that really frustrates drivers. So that's how they're trying to get it more organized. So when you register, then you'll head over to the intersection of Lavender and Banner to get your food. Here's more food. New Visions of Africa restaurant will be giving away meals for people in need, and that is between 3 and 6 from 1306 Fayetteville Street. And Dave is saying is humid and hot, hot and humid and hot, because he's in, if I'm not mistaken, Texas. I think it's always hot in Texas. Well, actually, no, they did have snow and ice, I remember. So I guess it's not always hot in Texas, but it's hot and humid right now. Okay, don't forget the Durham Farmers Market. The Wednesday Durham Farmers Market is today in Durham Central Park, 3 until 6, 501 Foster Street. Like I said earlier, park on Morris Street at the Measurement Incorporated parking lot. Don't forget, if you're using SNAP EBT, take your card with you, because they can match whatever you're spending up to $10. They can give you $10 tokens if you're spending up to $10. Also, if you have one of those senior $5 vouchers, sign the voucher in their presence, and then they'll give you five $1 tokens. So great deals. Also, if you're taking the little ones, the Sprouts Club is for kids. They have fun activities for the little ones. They can learn how to make smoothies or composting or seed planting, whatever the event is for today. And usually the Museum of Life and Science is there, and they're participating. Sometimes they bring giant bugs for the kids to look at, and if they have the nerve, they can touch the giant, we call those the inch worms, or they call those, they're huge. And anyway, the kids love them. They also set out tables and chairs so you can have a little something to eat. Also, once your child is finished with their activity, they earn $5 in market bucks so they can buy their own food at the farmer's market. Kids love to do their own shopping. They love to have their own money. You already know. Now it's raining, so you'll probably be huddled under the pavilion where they sell the food. But the playground is open if your kid doesn't mind getting wet. Just know that Foster Street is not shut down. They shut it down on Saturdays, of course, but they don't shut it down on Wednesdays. So just be very careful, because you don't want your kid to get hit by a car. They're probably used to dashing back and forth on Saturdays, which is fine, but not on Wednesdays. Kings Park International Church, which is at 1305 Odyssey Drive, they're hosting their food pantry and also their giving closet. They're closing. I'm fumble mouth today. Clothing closet from 5 until 6. So not only can you get food, you can also get clothing. So if you're getting back on your feet, you're looking for work or whatever, you can look nice. You want to do that. So that is between 5 and 6. And like I said earlier, Catholic Charities Durham Community Food Pantry is from 5 until 7. Ooh, I meant to go. I'm going to this. Go Durham's public meeting is tonight. Yeah, 5:30 until 7 on the second floor of the Durham Station, 515 West Pettigrew Street. The best way to go to the meeting is on a bus because they all end up at the station. So why worry about parking, right? Why pay for parking? Just take the bus. I'm going to hop on the number 8 and hop over there. So it's from 5:30 until 7. You get to learn about the local bus service changes, and also they listen to you in terms of making suggestions for improvements. You can definitely do that. And of course, you already know if you take the bus. Um, Somehow the city of Durham worked it out so that bus fare is free again for a whole nother year, which is incredible. It's been free since COVID. And they're trying to figure out ways to keep it free. In fact, I heard someone from Go Durham explain that to get back, how can I put this? To get Go Durham back to taking fares will take, how can I put it? It's, it's almost not even worth it. I hope I'm not misrepresenting what they said, but it costs so much to get back in the groove in terms of the fare boxes and setting everything up and whatever it takes to collect fares that it's almost cheaper just to keep the fare free. So they're trying to work that out. Now it's game night at Boxyard RTP tonight. Again, it's 900 Park Offices Drive, 5:30 until 8:30. It's covered overhead, so you should be okay. It's free admission. You can play board games, make new friends. Of course, if you get hungry or thirsty, you can always make a quick purchase from one of the restaurants that are close by. Mint Beverage Company, they're hosting the Upcycle Thrifted Art Night, and that is tonight, 6:30, where you can, now this is really fun. So you have to register for this because they want to make sure they have enough to go around. And I'll explain how this works. So it's a free event. So they're going to provide prints, art prints. Okay. So you can walk up in there. They'll provide the paintbrushes and the art supplies and all that stuff. So you will be given or choose a print. You can change it any way you want with paint. You can make a collage. My favorite collage is that artist that makes those jazz collages. So maybe you can try to do that. So you can transform these prints and make your own, transform it into your very own artwork, take it home and display it proudly. That sounds like a lot of fun. So that's going to be at the Mint Beverage Company, 312 Blackwell Street, Suite 103. And that sounds like that's over there by the ballpark. Brett's open mic is tonight from 7 until 10 at Blue Note Grill, which is at 709 Washington Street. So admission is $5, and you get to hop on stage if you like. Sign up first, of course. The backup band, they'll be playing R&B, smooth jazz, funk. And if you've got the guts, you can hop on stage and join them. Malachi says, can I pick you up for the meeting from your house? No, I'm taking the bus. No, I can't do that. I'm hopping on the number 8 bus. You can hop on. The birds are singing there. Not only can you hear the birds, birds, you can also hear you might be able to hear the rain if you listen real carefully. Yeah, Malachi, I am not driving for the meeting. I'm taking the bus. And I think you live over there by the 10, I think, or close to the 10. You might want to hop on the 10. And the meeting starts at 5:30. Yeah. All righty, let's see. Now tomorrow, Whole Mama Yoga, they will be hosting the Toddler Together Yoga, where you and your little one or ones between the ages of 1 and 4 can learn how to do yoga at Jewish for Good, 1937 West Cornwallis Road. The class fee is 10, or if you become a member, it's free. And then from 11 until 11:45, they have Baby and Me Yoga for parents and their little ones up to 1 year old. And that again is at Jewish for a good 1937 West Cornwallis. Now, Catholic Charities, they have the Durham Community Food Pantry again tomorrow from 10 until 1. And it's only from 10 until 1. They do it twice on Wednesdays, but only once on Thursday. And I think that's it, except for the Durham City Council, work session. It's really weird. Wow, they met 3 times this week. They had a work session Monday, and then the regular session was Monday night, and then they're going to have a work session tomorrow from 1 until 4. You can attend in person. You could also attend via their, watch from their website or YouTube, X, Facebook, all these different, Roku, Apple TV, all of that. And that will be from 1 until 4. All righty, let me put my iPad down here and let's check the weather. Let's see. Let me get my little intro. Gotta have the intro. All right. So it is 71. It is really cool out, but it's not bad at all because we really suffered with the almost 100-degree temperature. It's very humid. So it's 71 right now. Dave might wish it were 71, but I'm just saying, no bragging. I can't take any credit. It's 71, but it is raining right now. The high will be 73 degrees today. So it looks like, let me look ahead, 100% chance of rain. So it's definitely raining. So it looks like it's going to rain all afternoon, all night, all the way till 5 in the morning. Maybe not where you are. It might not rain that whole time because, after all, it goes from 100 to 30%. So we'll see. But for now, the chance of rain actually is from now all the way until 5 in the morning. Now, there's also a flood watch. So if you live in an area that ordinarily floods, like over there by the Food Lion, Weaver Street, over there by Eno River, wherever, just be very careful and just be very watchful. The conditions are expected to last until tonight at midnight. So, yeah, it's going to be quite rainy. Now, tomorrow is going to be warmer. And I welcome that because I actually do like warm weather. So it's going to be 77 degrees tomorrow. With the high will be 77, but the chance of rain will be 85% tomorrow. It looks like it's going to rain perhaps Friday, maybe Saturday, not Sunday, but next week it might rain for a couple of days, going back up to the 80s. And that's just where I like it. I like 80s. For me, it's like perfection. Absolute perfect. I don't mind low 90s, but like 80s, it's like perfect. All righty, that is it for today. So it does sound nice, doesn't it? Let me put Dave's comment. It does sound nice, and it is nice. I don't have my fan on up overhead. I have my windows open. It's like perfect right now. So with that, you have a beautiful afternoon. Wait a minute. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Let me see. Let's see. Ooh, my doctor's appointment is at 9:30. I'll probably be back by noon. Yeah, I'll probably be doing the show live tomorrow at noon. I'm pretty sure. I don't. Yeah, because I think I'm only supposed to take some kind of a test or something. So yeah, so it's tomorrow. So I'll probably be live. So if you wanted to come on Bull City Hangout, you are most welcome to do so. The show airs live. It's on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, and then later I upload it to X and Blue Sky. So follow me on all of those different platforms. And if you want to come on, you can only come on air, join me on camera via Facebook. And the reason I do that is because sometimes when you're putting links out on, like, YouTube, for example, and it did happen to me where someone came on camera inappropriately. So yeah, it's safer on Facebook, and that is why Um, I only have it on Facebook. Now, if you want to come on the show and you don't, sometimes people say, "Oh darn, I can't come on your show. I don't have Facebook." I can, if I know in advance, I can email you the link. So just let me know in advance that you want to come on the show. If you don't have Facebook, then I will send you the link via email. I can always do that. All right. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow at noon. Ciao for now, and stay dry.